It's a dope move by Steve.
Yeah. It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype. It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah, sector competition, and he play with Tony Dungy. Better listen, I'm talking about Big Game Sports Buzz. Said everything you need and more. Yeah. Big Game Sports Buzz. I thought I told you once before. We call him Big Game James. Yeah, Big Game James. Big Game.
What's up, everybody? That's right. It's that time of the week. It is time for your fix for Big Game Sports Buzz with a sports fanatic. That's me. With a sports fanatic and the pro athlete. That's okay. With a pro athlete, get together, talk everything about sports, man. It's a Thursday for real. Hey, look, kids are back in school. Brain is going crazy. But so glad that you're here. Of course, I am the Buff Nerd J Stoggs. Let's go. And I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend. The reason why this podcast is called what it is, Big Game James. What up, dude?
Stoggs, how's it going, man?
Oh, my gosh. You see what's going on in this intro, but you know what? We're going to make it phenomenal. We're going to make it happen. It's going, though. You know, football is in full swing. People are saying stupid stuff and doing stupid stuff. So it's good. It's good. It's good. It's what it is. How about you?
Man, you know, it's crazy right now. We are going into the second week of school starting, and it's crazy. Football season is about to be underway. And before we get started, man, shout out to the Overton Bobcats. That's right. Ron is the head coach of Overton High School in Nashville, Tennessee. They get ready to kick their season off tomorrow. So from your boy Big Game James, former Tampa Bay Buccaneer, I just want to say good luck to Coach Lambert and the Overton Bobcats, man. Wish them well, man. He's gonna do great things. He is a people person and a life changer, and he's gonna have that Metro Tennessee school playing. Hey, buckle your chin straps, get ready.
Buckle your chin straps, get ready. I love it.
Baby, let's go.
For sure, man. Look, we have a power-packed, small but mighty podcast for you tonight. But I'm excited about what we're going to talk about. We got a lot of good stuff that's happening. And so make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this podcast with all your friends, family, and frenemies. Again, remember, I love it.
Sorry.
What's that
boy, no, that's you talking, but that's me touching stuff. My bad.
Stop touching stuff. I'll tell you what, man. You know what? It's something when you become a parent, you say stuff that you normally do not say. Don't put your finger doesn't go there. Is my favorite. Your finger doesn't go there.
Oh, shit.
And another one for sure is that's not made for that. That's not made for that. So yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, man, look, let's go ahead. Let's get into this thing.
Let's roll.
4 downs.
It's time for the 4 downs. That's right. The hottest sports news around. BGSB presents 4 downs.
Did you hit it?
It played.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. What the hell wrong with your computer? All right, Mr. Mac.
Hey, trust me. Listen, for all you Mac users, whatever. Trash. Okay. Hey, Uncle Deuce, good to have you in, man. Look, Who Dat Nation is in the building. I see that. Good to have you.
Hey, Uncle Deuce, thanks for showing up, man. Last night, man, we had me, my boy Big Q from the Sports Coma, Rashad and Dave from PNP Network, and your boy, Big Low Country from Low Country Sports. We had our annual NFC South Roundtable. And Jay Stoggs, I know you, I do. When you get a chance to watch The Ignorant, all I'm gonna say is Big Low. That's all I gotta tell you. Big Low.
Look here,
Big Low, and my man Q. Lord Jesus, it's for the ages, dog. Oh yeah. So Uncle Deuce is the Saints fan. Hey man, hey, they showed out and show love, man. All those Saints fans that was in there last night, I'll give it up to you. And thank y'all for stopping by this Buccaneer Boys channel. It's not my Buccaneer show tonight. It's just our regular sports show. But thank y'all for coming through, bro. I really do appreciate you.
For sure. And again, you know what I'm saying, support so we can support each other. That's what it's all about. But look, let's get into this thing. Look, first down. If you have heard, or if you haven't, they've been debuting some new competitions over the past couple of Olympics. The latest being breakdancing. We've already commented on that. We already know how that went.
Dog, that clip might go viral, bro, for us. It's crazy. Thank you, Ray Gun.
Thanks, Ray Gun. You keep professing, boo. You keep professing.
Ray Gun.
So now what will be introduced in LA in 2028 is flag football. Now, if you don't know, there is actually a professional league. Yes, there's already a professional league of flag football that's out there. And they have international games. They actually have international games.
I didn't know about the international games.
Yes.
Jay. I knew there was professional flag football. Okay. Keep going.
Yes. They do have an international game that they go and play Italy and in France and all of this, right? So I want to make sure I get this guy. You remember the guy's name? Because here's the thing about it, right? There was a gentleman that came out, and he's supposed to be real big in this world right now. He came out and said basically he's better than Patrick Mahomes, and don't think just because they play in professional football, tackle football, that they can come and take his spot.
Yeah, right. I saw the interview, dog. I cannot remember his name, but I saw this interview, and it was quite comical. But keep going, please.
Well, here's the question. Being a pro athlete yourself, knowing the game like it is, and we've watched the game as well. I've coached flag football. I've played it myself. So let's start with this question. Should professional players have to try out for the team?
No. I'm taking nothing away from the 35-year-old quarterback sensation that's doing his thing in the flag football league. Okay. It is what it is, bro. You a bad man in that league. Right. You mean to tell me the one position that carries over easier than any other position from tackle to flag would be the quarterback position, followed closely and tightly by the wide receiver position, I would say goes next, right? The only thing you really eliminate in flag football from the tackle game is the O-line, D-line. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So why would I not want the hottest quarterback in the National Football League to not quarterback the U.S. team if he had a chance to do
it? That's something that I'm trying to figure out myself. And I'm gonna get this guy's name. And I'd said this before we came on. He's 35 now. By the time the Olympics rolls around, he'll be 39. And nothing against anything, because look, I'm over 40 myself. But you trying to tell me you're gonna go up against people that are half your age or close to half your age playing flag football? Man, come on. Let's not do that. No, I am not. I'm looking at Patrick Mahomes and saying, yeah, I want him on the team. But he's pick number one. Let's go. What's next? Right. And receivers that you have, Justin Jefferson and Stephon Diggs, you telling me you're not putting them on the squad? Deebo Samuel, you're not putting them on the squad? Come on, man. Come on. Let's be real about this. Okay. To me, it makes him look stupid. And I hate to say that because I get his passion. You know what I'm saying? I get where he's coming from and that, hey, he's been putting in work. That's awesome. That's great. Keep putting in the work.
Okay,
But,
Jay Stocks, not to cut you off, but before I forget, his name is Daryl Dossett. He plays in the American Flag League U.S. Open of football tournament. He started back in Kennesaw, Georgia. He led the U.S. flag team to a 2022 World Championship, and he thinks that he plays better than Patrick Mahomes because he has a better IQ and vision of the flag game. That's the quote that he said to the LA Times. So there it is, homie. That's it. Daryl Dossett. You almost could have been old hell no tonight, homie.
Almost. But and this is what I said to you, Big Game. I said when we were looking at topics for the podcast tonight, I said, man, this easily could be, but I believe we need to have more discussion around this and saying, okay, look, the dream team, right? The U.S. national basketball team before 1992 was comprised of amateurs. The NBA was considered the professional league, even though across the world they had professional leagues, but they were not considered international professional, if that makes sense. Like NBA was, if you played in the NBA, you could not play on the Olympic team.
Right.
But if you played professionally in Turkey or Russia or Serbia or Slovenia, guess what? Or Germany, you could play on the national team.
Oh man, okay. Why you made me look this dude up? 35 years old. He never even played college football. Never played in the NFL. So I'm glad he found his stardom somewhere.
Right.
He's a New Orleans native, so no knock to that. But at the same time, is it more about you being in your feelings, not wanting somebody to come take your shine because they're of notoriety?
Yeah.
Or you really believe in your mind you better than this dude that's a back-to-back Super Bowl champion, MVP of the league, half a billion
Super Bowl
football, Super Bowl MVP. So you really in the nutshell saying they don't need to change, they better not change the rules to flag football when it comes to the Olympics because you want your chance to play and lead your team?
Come on, man.
I ain't doing that, bro. You're not even gonna engage me to this foolishness right now, dude. Whatever. I'm saying it right now. One, especially from a quarterback standpoint, you can get blitz after you got so many seconds to throw the ball, depending on how the rules are gonna be set up internationally. Get a flag pulled. You can't get sacked. You can't get a concussion. You can't get hit. It's prime practice for the quarterback just to go drop some dimes.
Man, I'm telling you, look, 40 yards. You know what I'm saying? You smaller field, tighter windows, less people on the field. So I mean, you talking, and I think this is 5v5, maybe 7v7, but it's 5v5. Man, so you telling me like Jamar Chase, don't come out here. Mike Evans, don't come out here. Tyreek Hill, don't come out here.
Bro, come on, dog.
Waddle, don't come out here.
AJ Brown,
don't come out here. Brandon Ayuk, don't come out here. Don't come out here.
Your boy DK Metcalf,
don't come out here. DJ Moore, don't come out here.
We're good.
Don't come out here.
We got liquor store Larry that's gonna come out here and put an X and never drop a dime. Jimmy gonna play the Z. We good. Get that boy by. Let's play with me, man. Hey man, Mr. Dossett. Hey man, best of luck to you. I hope at the ripe age of 39, you still got a little bit of an arm left.
Yeah.
Keep doing your thing, man. Keep winning championship for real. Enjoy yourself. But to utter the words, I'm better than Patrick Mahomes, I wish I had a pre-button setup for that. Stop. Stop.
Oh, hell. Oh, no. Come on now. Let's be better. Let's be better. Second down. Let's get into this second down, man. Oh, my gosh. My Lord, my God. Tua Tagovailoa has been here recently commenting about his former QB coach and, offensive coordinator / head coach, Brian Flores.
Right.
And I want to make sure that I get this correct because what he said was very, 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 very interesting. He came on the Dan Le Batard show, and this was about a week ago, right? And stated, to put it in simplest terms, if you woke up every morning and I told you you suck at what you did, that you don't belong doing what you do, that you shouldn't be here, that this guy should be here, that you haven't earned this. And then you have somebody else come and tell you, dude, you are the best fit for this. Like, you are accurate, you're the best, whatever. You are this, you are that. Like, how would it make you feel listening to one or the other?
Damn. Dog.
Man.
Dog. Damn. That's what he had to hear going to work every day?
Yeah. Ooh.
I got a couple different ways I think and feel about this. Because Jay, as an athlete, you have to have thick, tough skin. We know these young people made a little bit different nowadays, right? With how they feel and getting their feelings.
Right.
Even the best.
Yeah.
Can't continuously hear every day.
Yeah.
That they ain't, excuse my even the best cannot come in every day thinking, I ain't shit. Hey, what the hell say? He ain't shit. Mama ain't shit. Daddy ain't shit. He ain't gonna be shit either. Boy, to hear that every day you come to work.
Every day. So
now, go ahead, Jay, because you when you gave me this topic, it raised a question for me to ask you also. But let me let you finish because you might end up touching on that before I jump the gun, because this puts things, it makes me think a little bit differently, not just because of what Tua said, but because we haven't seen Flores in another head coaching role yet.
Right. No, he's the defensive coordinator
in Pittsburgh.
Right? In Pittsburgh.
Right? Yeah.
So Flores was there for 2 years in Miami. And so to have that go on. Tua this past year, everyone has noted, had one of his greatest seasons through 29 touchdowns, 4,624 yards. Yeah, it helps that you have the cheetah, but just the mere fact that you have a guy telling you something totally different, right? And take this into account. Flores was Tua's first coach. He's a rookie in the league. In the first 2 years of him being in the league, this is what you hear. So, and Tua is only 26.
Right.
So, like we said, hey, we come from old school, pound. But new generation. Here's the first question. Should Tua have said this publicly?
Okay, normally, Jay, I think you know how I feel about when it's a family. You don't air your dirty laundry in front of everybody.
Yes, sir.
They not family no more.
No.
You struck a nerve with me and put me on the spot way too long for me not to come back and say something about what I had to deal with. So now I think Tua hit you with a little bit of that. Yeah, forget you. I'm gonna show you because look at what I'm doing now without you. So it may be a little bit of a power play from Tua to let Brian Flores know how he really truly feel about it, and he didn't appreciate being treated the way he was being treated. So from this standpoint, from the outside looking in, I'm not mad at Tua. Now at the same time, some people will be like, "Why he even speaking of?" Flores not there no more. He got his bag. He doing his thing with his new coach down in Miami. He ain't got to speak on it.
Yeah.
Hey man, if somebody told me this every day, I might be carrying this around in my back pocket for a while too. And I got pretty thick skin. I mean, some people might, my wife might argue and say different, but for the sake of my football skin, it was thick. But bro, so I'm not mad at Tua at all on this one because it, like I said, it really raises the question: who was the real problem? Because now he's having success under a different style of coaching, right?
Yep.
So was your method of trying to get the best out of someone that you never really want? Because Flores has said several times before that was the owner's pick, that he was not really, that's not who he really wanted to draft. But if even that being the case, Flores, you being a defensive guy, could you not find a competent offensive coordinator to get the most out of your young quarterback at the time?
There you go. Because obviously he is a quarterback that can thrive in this league under the right leadership. Now, here's the other question that I have to ask this. Flores gets fired. He does not get another head coaching job. You know, this community is a very small community.
Well, it's a small.
So
what? Yes, sir. We know.
So Flores then says, I'm being blackballed due to race. Do you think this story hurts that claim? Let's go. For y'all that are watching, make sure you put it in the chat. I want to hear what you say too. Go ahead.
I don't think that one has anything to do with the other, or it shouldn't, if what you say has merit. When you come out and make the statements that Flores said about what the owner was done and the racism and everything else, you better have receipts, right?
Yeah.
And some receipts were shown by other coaches around the league for some different things that have taken place.
Sure.
So I think there's some validity to what was going on. I don't think now, because Tua speaks out about Flores talking to him like a piece of squishy squish, like a piece of poo or whatever, that it changes what could have been done from a racist standpoint. Because we've seen this a lot of different times.
Yeah.
African American coaches are only going to get so many chances.
Right.
They only hire certain types of African American coaches, whether they say or not. I'm not trying to think. If you go back and look at the last list of black head coaches, most of them came from the defensive side of the ball. Most offensive black guys don't get hired as a head coach. It's like, hey man, you can coach receivers, but man, let me see if you can coach defense so we can come in and say he's an aggressive defensive kind of guy. Why it's like that? Don't know, but the shit's out there. Just look at the numbers. Yeah. So some of those things that go along with that, I think, are different from what went down in this whole conversation. So I don't think one makes the other one exist. But now, for the sake of people style, is it gonna make people question the validity of Flores' statements? You already know the answer, bro.
I'm a GM, I'm an owner. And knowing that the QB, a professional quarterback in the National Football League is the most important position, in my opinion, in all of sports. And especially with this day and age of players and their mindsets, and you got them feeling like excrement because that's your quote unquote style. Come on, man. I mean, to me, that's what happened, I think, down in Tampa Bay, right? With that coach down there who had to move to the front front office because of his style of coaching, right? Which is kind of the same way of, hard nosed. Hey, he's chill and cool, but he can light into you, and so now you have Tom Brady that's gone, and now you have Trask, and you have what's your boy?
Mayfield.
That won it. Mayfield. Thank you. I'm having brain fart today, man. Baker Mayfield. You know what I'm saying? Again, these are new generation players that they have feels, and they don't know how to compartmentalize from you saying you are excrement to, you know what, if he didn't say anything, then I would be in trouble. The fact that he's saying something to me means that he wants more out of me. But that's not how it's, interpreted. But again, that whole, hey, Aaron, that Patriot way style doesn't work. Look what happened to McDaniels and LV. Yep, exactly.
I'm not even gonna blame it on the Patriot style. I mean, I get it. And the Flores are under that tree as a defense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, dog, let me.
It's tough
because it's stories I've heard about different coaches, different places, different things.
Right.
Jay, there's guys that coached in the 80s and 90s that could not coach today.
Oh, absolutely.
These young players would be crying. They would be in their feelings way too much to even be able to stand it. Does that excuse it and make it right? No, because Aaron, touche to your point, because Matt Patricia was another one. The big play Chris Slay said he came in there talking that crazy stuff in Detroit, and Chris Slay was like, "Hold on, man, who you think you talking to like that? I'll tear your ass up if you talk to me like that again. Don't you ever say that to me again. I'm a grown man first, and a football player second." So, but Patricia came in and tried to degrade and belittle players in a way that, as a man, you ain't gonna let another man talk to you like that. And I totally understand that part. And that's the difference between being young and being coached to being a grown man being paid to play a professional sport. Yeah, you my coach, but mother love you ain't my master, my boy, you ain't my daddy, so you ain't gonna talk to me like that either. So I get it. And Aaron, thank you for your point. I really do appreciate that. And goddamn, really, maybe it is a Patriot thing. The more you say it and I think about it, maybe it's a Patriot thing.
Yeah. Vrabel, all those guys, when you start looking at, how they come through this system and what they do, but yeah, there has to be a limit. And the thing that really struck me was, as I'm reading these articles and I'm reading up on this, being able in the comments is what really I always run to the comments. And again, appreciate the likes. Again, make sure that you like, subscribe, share.
You that guy, Jay Styles. You like to read the comments before you finish reading the whole article sometimes, huh?
A lot of times, sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do. Because I like to, I already know what's happening. Right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to Old Town again. Good to see you there, Coach Ron.
Love you, cuz. Hey, go get that dub tomorrow, baby. Go get that dub, man. My bad.
Right, okay, good. Thank you. Okay. We only got an hour. The thing that I see, though, is what up from Cedar Hill? Let's do it. The thing that got me, though, in the comments was, talking about the style and how you coach. And there's some players that you can coach a certain way and other players that you have to coach another way. And so if all you know is hard nose, everybody gets the same, or I'm going to treat my superstar like crap, so everyone else kind of figure out, hey, if I treat my superstar like crap, what do you think I'm going to do to you? And you can't do that now, right? You can't treat them that way. You have to manage people. And you have to understand how to manage people. But yeah, man, this is.
I like.
I don't.
I like it. I like the whole fact that Tua says, you know what, man, I'm gonna speak on it, whether I
Yeah.
think it's soft or not, because I went from one extreme to another. Jay Stocks in college, my college coach Chris Alt we call that fool the little general. We got browbeat, beat down, put on the spot. I get drafted and go to a team with Tony Dungy where your coach don't even cuss.
Yeah.
I went from MF, FOB to
Yeah.
how you doing, James? Like what the huh? So when you see both extremes, it's different. So how you handle it is different. That's why I knew at that level of NFL, I could take whatever kind of coach I got because Coach Alt prepared me for that. I don't know. And you would think though, Nick Saban's style of coaching Alabama would have prepared Tua to take anything he was to get. But at the same time, every single day to be told that you're not worth it, you shouldn't even be here. Yeah. Hey, Tua, cool. Call that fool out and keep it moving. Dog, man, hell with him, man. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. Bye. And that was the other part that he did say, and we're going to move on to the third down, but he stated that he said, because the question was, why'd you wait till now? Why didn't you say something earlier? And for him, it was, I finally have the confidence now in myself and someone that's going to back me up to say, tell your truth. You're still a quarterback here. And he was able to do that. And so that's a big thing, is, especially for your quarterback.
That makes sense.
Speaking of quarterbacks and ruining things, has Jerry Jones officially ruined the Cowboys? Listen, I put this in here, okay? And I already know what everyone's going to say. Oh, this is a good question. I'm going to put this question up and I'm going to come back to what style of coaching did you prefer? That's a good one.
Okay, so before we get to Jerry Jones tearing up the Cowboys, Aaron, that's a good one. For me, I like both, but I'm not going to lie. The Chris Alt style in college toughened me up and made me better. And and I say this to everybody all the time. I learned life lessons from both of those styles that carried over to me as a man and as a father that's not even on the football field anymore. But it is so seeing how one talked to me and how the other one did it, I then realized there's different ways I can approach things in life. So now I would say Chris Alt helped prepare me with toughness in life. Coach Dungy helped prepare me for a style of person I can carry into a workplace. Because you can't MF and browbeat people in the workplace like you can on the football field, right? But at the time, to get the most and the best out of me and to look, because I look at both of those guys like father figures. The on your butt approach, calling me out, holding me accountable, made me perform. But at the same time, I think it's different because once I was in the league and it was a paycheck, it was up to me to carry on and do the things I needed to do to make sure I continued to make a team and receive a paycheck to get paid for it. In college, it was accountability. It made me work hard to know I had to fight to keep my job, be a leader of all other people on that team, and try to help my team win. So I looked at it a little bit differently, man. But you know, I like the rah-rah beat down style. It don't bother me. But at the same time, a good coach that is a maker of men and does things to make people better. He knows how to browbeat you in a way that's not going to tear you down. Those comments that I read in this article about what Tua said about Flores, he wasn't trying to be tough on him to make him better. He was really trying to find a way, to me, look like to cripple him.
Get him out of there. Probably to get him out of there. Coach Rontoy, it's a professional level. People get chewed out and cussed out all the time to an extent, Coach, to an extent, right? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna put this story up. This is good stuff. We're talking about it right here. Losses started in the final scrimmage. So would you ever, for next year, would you have them play in the final scrimmage? Because you got to start a freshman tomorrow. I love your attitude, cuss the situation, not the person.
Hey,
that's not what it's all about.
That's a real comment right there. And that's what a good coach does. The situation's gonna suck. You're gonna be mad at the situation. Your players got to know you got his back. Now you may use some bombs up in between getting that point across, correcting them, but when they know you really got their back, they gonna fight tooth and nails for you. If a player feels like all you doing is browbeating them and you ain't really got their back, they're gonna fold it. They're gonna shut it down and fold up shop and not play for you. That's what I mean. I just think that. I don't know, man.
Yeah, direct your words. Depends on the player you're dealing with. Absolutely. And that's what, Jerry talks about. I'm sorry, not Jerry. Jimmy talks about, and Troy talks about, and saying, hey, look, he knew how to talk to certain people. The infamous story of the kicker with asthma. He was like, hey, you can take that asthma to the other field. This field don't have asthma on it. Wanted to sit him, but I want to give him a quarter to find a rhythm because he was bad the week before. All good. And I totally, I get that. And like you said, you cuss the situation, not the player. And look, we got to get to this third down because I need support, people. And I understand y'all don't like the Cowboys, and that's fine. But let's talk about it from a football situation, okay? The situation with CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, shit. My bad.
Yeah, you just buy. That's cool. It's okay. Fractured ankle and broke fibula.
Hold on. I mean, you got to quit like partially reading the comment and kind of because it's kind of like a whisper dog. So if you're gonna read up, put it up.
Got hurt on third play, ankle and broke fibula. Because when I read it, and I'm like, that's tough. Hey, prayers up for you, the family, everybody, man.
Yes.
Cowboys going to win 7 games. Hey, you know what? Thank you for the positivity, Ron. I appreciate that.
So, Jay, when you ask this question about is Jerry Jones single-handedly ruining the Cowboys?
Yeah.
Give me what led into this. Like, what straw? What was the final straw right now to make you come up with God dog? Is he just about to just single-handedly ruin the Dallas Cowboys? What has not been done with Jerry Jones and your team and America's team?
It's America's team. It's always going to be America's team. But here's the issue, man.
Pittsburgh.
Number one, you have a quarterback that is 21% of your cap, and you're making no moves. Well, you've tried to make moves to figure out how to pay him, not pay him, do whatever, right? You've been real funny with him about his money anyway. You have a situation where you have CeeDee Lamb, whom you're making comments of, I'm not really stressed about it. He'll be here, whatever. It's 5th-year option. He signed it. We took it up. Hey, he's got to play. Not worried about it. $14 million, which is a lot of money, but okay. The next thing you do is, as you're talking about this, you bring in Zeke Elliott. Why you bring in Zeke Elliott, I don't know. When you have other running backs out there that you could sign, and you have cap room for. But here's what really kicked it all off. I heard something the other day, and I said, this can't be right. The Cowboys payroll sits around the 31st in the league. And they have the fewest players making over $10 million. But when you say we're all in, this does not translate. The moves you make, the things you do, the season starts in a little over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You've got one more preseason game.
But, Jay, I'm going to ask you a question off of that. Do you think Jerry Jones has made so many bad moves in the past that he's now skeptical of making a Marion Barber, Miles Austin, just to name a few. Think of some of those contracts back in the day that the Cowboys paid too quickly on, and it bit them in the butt. I think the situations here are totally different, but trying to make sense out of it and put it into the right and proper perspective. Do you think Jerry has now scared himself to where he's going to miss out on the opportunity to lock in 2 generational type players and not pay them?
And here's the other thing. We haven't even talked about Micah Parsons. We haven't even, because he's up.
But to me, you got time because you still got another year you can franchise tag Micah Parsons. Whether it sounds good or not, you really can.
But franchising him like we've franchised Dak, like we've franchised Tony Pollard, like we've franchised other players, right? So we kick the can and then we end up having to overpay like we did with Zeke, like we did with you know what I'm saying? I mean, like it just
it's a short-term solution. I understand that. I mean, I know you as a fan want to see long-term solutions and how it can get done.
You know what? It's have a solution that makes sense. Jerry Jones is single-handedly turning not only the league against the Cowboys. Look, I don't care about other fan bases. I don't. You like yours, I love mine. That's cool. I know every week everybody's going to tune in to watch the Cowboys. I know that for a fact. They're always top 5. You can call me cuckoo. Look at the stats. I told you this.
I didn't say it.
Okay, you didn't say anything. Right. But people tune in to watch the Cowboys. They are always the highest rated games of the regular season. Every time. Every time. I told you, two types of fans in the NFL. Those who root for the Cowboys and those who root against. You're always going to watch them.
I don't know how true that is with the numbers. I know I do not go out of my way to tune in to watch the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Hey,
that's what we're doing.
Coach Ron, prayers to you, man. Good luck to your squad. Absolutely, you know you just tune in. You love tuning in.
Hey, Coach, go get them, man. I'll call and get that report, man, this weekend, bro. Hey, man, wish y'all best of luck. O-Town up.
Yeah. But you know they do. You know, everyone does. And it's okay.
You trying to tell me okay. I have once or twice before tuned in and rooted against Dallas. I have. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll tell the truth. I'll quit lying, Jay.
Thank you. Tell the truth.
Couple times. But honestly, if y'all playing the same time my Buccaneers playing,
okay.
I'm watching my Bucks, bro. I'm not going out the way to
You're
watch
gonna have it on
Cowboys.
split screen. You're gonna have it on split screen.
No. I'm not sharing Tampa Bay's time with the Dallas Cowboys, bro. Don't do that.
There's gonna I
will red. Hey, now if the Bucks not playing, I will red zone the hell out of it and have every game switching when they get in the red. My wife hate watching NFL with me because I'm like boop, 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 red zone. Say, well, turn to it. Man, be quiet. It's red zone time. Damn it.
Bro, I can have up to I think it's six channels, and so I have 5 on different games, and I have red zone on. So I'm watching as much as I can.
Love it.
So I'm back in it now. I've officially ended my separation with the Cowboys. I am back.
You never separated because you.
I did. No.
Stop, bro. You said that, but the football season never started. So.
No. There was no preseason. I didn't care what was going on. I separated. I did. But I had to realize this. That's fine. Read the notes. Here's what I had to realize.
I'm not even listening to this nonsense right now, dog. You're lying to people, bro. Come on, dog.
I'm not lying. But I had to this is what I had to realize, game. I am a fan of the team. I am not a fan of Jerry. I still believe Dak cannot throw. Dak cannot throw anyone open. That's still a fact. Okay.
Hey, your quarterback's not bad, bro.
Didn't say it was bad.
You named him one of the top 5 in the NFC 2 weeks ago. So what are you saying now? You can't.
He still can't throw anyone open.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Didn't say he was bad. I just said the fact. He can't throw anyone open.
All right, man. I ain't even gonna go there with you. I just want to know how you quit. You broke up with your team at the draft.
I did.
But yet now you back good with them.
Before the draft.
All right, man.
When they lost to Green Bay, that's when I had to take a serious look at the girlfriend and say, you know what? I've been with you for so long, but you have been so disappointing. So disappointing. And then it was just tumultuous, just kept going because Jerry Jones has single-handedly now ruined this franchise to where you have long-time fans questioning whether they should continue rooting for this team.
Jay, how do the Dallas Cowboys fix what they're going through right now? And I'm not trying to be that's it. Nothing else. Jerry's got to go.
Jared's got to go one way or another.
Do you think he's the Al Davis type to where he won't relinquish anything until he's gone?
Absolutely. I mean, that was his mentor.
Okay.
That was his mentor. So,
best of luck to y'all this year. I'm not trying to be funny,
and I'm not trying to be cryptic, but I mean,
hey, man, I know. No, you're not. I mean, I know that I asked you a question, thinking I was going to get the answer that I got. Not like I said, not even trying to be funny and not trying to wish death on nobody.
No, not at all. But it's his way is the fact that he will not relinquish this team to anyone else, even his son and or his daughter or Will McClay or anyone else.
Understand. This is my thing. And the one thing I think, and I know we got to move on. We got to get to the fourth down and touch on it. I believe that the Cowboys had a great window of opportunity.
Yes.
They have now squandered that because of how they handled some off-field decisions. Dak could have got done a long time ago. A better deal could have been done where he could have been secured. And then now when you come in, that cap money would be in the place it needs to be. And you take care of CeeDee before the season. And then you tell Micah you're going to get him taken up before the season's over, and you do it. Everyone's happy. You have a great foundation laid down for what you need to build your future on. You let Pollard go, and even when you kept Pollard, every running back you had last year was the same type back. You didn't have a power style running back. You bring Zeke back, which for a spell or a back that you can work in might be okay. But you mean to tell me not one time you never did consider going to get Derrick Henry? And the man just moved and bought a house in Frisco, Texas. Just decided to move here, to be here in the off season, and you don't even reach out to him. And he wanted the Cowboys to reach out to him. It's very iffy and head scratching, but at the same time, you're right. Dallas is going to be talked about, so much so to where I said it was a publicity stunt that the Cowboys wanted to generate exposure, and they wanted to generate conversation, and that's why because like I said, to me nowadays the way they do training camp and a lot of your stars don't play anyway. I figured that they just CeeDee was like, look, man, I don't want to practice no way. I'm just gonna go and hold out. It's looking like he ain't gonna budge though, dog, till he gets to what he wants,
and he shouldn't.
I'm for every player. Go get your money.
And as a fan, I have to say the same thing, because now let's see who just got signed. Someone else just got signed. Was it Jamar Chase?
No, when I last checked today, Chase was still holding out for a certain amount of money that he wanted, but supposedly the sides are close. That's the last I saw earlier today.
Someone got $40 million.
Eagles made a
Someone just got $40 million.
Let me see what I missed. I did not see I didn't see a signing, but I'm back in the weight room in the classroom now, bro. So I missed a lot of things.
Someone got $40 million. I don't remember who, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go to fourth down, so we can keep this thing rolling. But somebody just got signed. NCAA has released the AP polls and the coaches polls. Of course, the top 9 are chalk. They are the same, which kind of begs the question of why are we going to a 12 instead of an 8 But
I'll
here's what
tell
we
you
got.
why in a minute. I'll tell you why.
Let me see. Let me get this up. Here we go. So number one and this is both AP Top 25 and the coaches poll.
You know you can
Number
share your
one is
screen and
Georgia.
show it to people, right? It's all
Yeah,
good.
I can do that.
You know how to
I
share
can
your
do that.
screen?
Yes, sir, I do. See, I'm multi-talented, sir.
Hey, man,
But I got a Mac, so you know how that goes.
You're above nerd
All
for a
right.
reason, bro.
Hey, let's do it. It's thinking.
There you go. You got it up, bro. Good job.
Hey, let's go. All right. So here you can see, and this, on ESPN.com. Again, Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, Texas at number 4. That surprises me. Texas
Dude,
at number 4.
they played in the college football playoffs last year and bringing a whole
I
bunch of that
understand
team back. That shouldn't surprise you, dog. Go ahead.
Surprises me. It surprises me a little bit. Alabama at number 5. That surprised me as well. Ole Miss, Notre Dame, Penn State, and Michigan. And of course, Penn State and Michigan flipped on the top 25 in coaches poll, but you really can say one is in the same. And then once you get underneath there, then you have your Florida State and Missouri, LSU, Utah, Clemson, Tennessee, right? And so when you start looking at the top 12, where do you see? Are you good with this in the preseason?
Hey, man, it doesn't matter to me right now because realistically now with the playoffs and everything else, you can have it how you want it. Your strength of schedule is going to matter. You need to go win your conference, win your division. I say division, you know what I mean? Win your conference, handle your business, and be in that top 12 at the end of the year. So as long as I do what I'm supposed to do and I have a legit chance. And Jay Stoggs, they expanded the playoffs to where they did a couple different reasons. Well, you know this. Money for one, and
Absolutely.
2, now they were talking about it today. Liberty is one of those teams that's supposed to be like one of those +5, whatever they're calling it, to get in to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And are they really going to have a legit chance? I don't know, but it eliminates and erases all the question of should they have been there and is it going to benefit them from doing it? Everyone's going to get their shot if they, do what they're supposed to do, rank the right way. And it gets to, you get to go ahead and silence the critics with like, well, my team only lost one game. They should have been there. All right, go there and get that ass tapped.
But, and you know what? And that goes to the point of if you have a Georgia sitting at number 1 that goes against Liberty as, squeaks in or Coastal Carolina that gets in or even a UCF that gets in and now they're at 12 and they get smacked by Georgia or Ohio State or Oregon or even, Texas and Alabama, that's not a good game, right? No one's going to tune into that.
But how many teams, 3-4 teams get a bye, don't they?
Yeah, the top 4 teams get a bye.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, bro. They asked for it, they got it. Good.
Yeah. Like I said, I think it should have been 8, not 12. I would have even been good with, 6, whatever, in your top 2, get or top 1, get a bye and, kind of figure it out from there. But here we are. You got 12 and definitely about the money. So
I like it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like it, dog. Go on, take it all out of there. Give them their chance to go get their little shine on. And if they get beat by 1 million in the game, you know what the hell that's gonna make me say, Jay?
What's it gonna make you say, Big Game?
Oh, hell no! 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 Oh, hell no!
Oh, hell no.
Right, this is the part of the podcast where we see things that happen throughout the week that make us say, "Oh hell nah." Man, you have one, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the one I was gonna do real quick.
Okay.
Hey, we know that the NIL is in full effect and is a serious thing now. And the Oklahoma State Cowboys have now done the unthinkable. They are going to display a QR code on their player's helmet that fans can donate to their NIL fund. I don't know if I'm mad or love it because I think it's ingenious. The fact that dudes about to be running around like a product with a barcode on the back of their helmet. Oh, hell nah. This is crazy, but ingenious at the same time to where I feel like I'm gonna go get a QR code put on the front of a shirt. Because the thing is, nosy ass people gonna scan it just because they want to know what it's gonna take them to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to put the Big Game James BGS E Network QR code on a shirt that's gonna take people to our stuff, our merchandise,
there you go,
and donation page. But it's ingenious but crazy because I'm like, damn, that's what the game is coming to now. To where, how many people you think about to follow suit with that shit? Something else is coming for other schools to do it, bro. But my whole thing is, so are they hoping people pause the TV, zoom in on it, and then
that's what I want to know.
Like, how is it really? My whole thing is, I love it, and I think it's catchy. It creates conversation. How the hell is it really gonna work, dog? With a QR code on the stripe on the helmet. Hey, dog. Oh hell no, bro. Oh hell no.
But maybe they just gonna run around during, on campus with the helmet on, or just walk around with their helmet. I don't know, man. It's I don't know. We're gonna see. But I'm with you. I think that'll replace the number and all kinds of other stuff. You just boom right there. I'm kind of struggling because I have two, and we talked about one of them, and the other one, as we were talking about America's team, it actually kind of came up, and I saw this picture, and I said, well, or the video of it, and I said, which one am I going to go with? So let's go with both. Actually, we don't have time. Let's just go with one. Listen, in this political cycle, a lot of times mud is slung, okay? And there are things that are said and done that realistically should not be done. But one, you never go after people's kids. You never do that. Their family. Talk about the politics. That's the rule. Talk about the politics. Talk about how they do wrong or they do right or whatever. But don't talk about the kids. Okay. And Coulter decided that, hey, Gus Walzen, right? Tim, what's his name? Tim Walz, who was nominated as the Democratic nominee for vice president, has a son that is has ADHD and is autistic nonverbal. Well, once he saw his dad on stage get the nomination, he was excited, was clapping for him, was crying, was showing real outward emotion.
True emotion, yeah.
True emotion. And he is nonverbal autistic, which means he really doesn't speak, okay? He says, that's my dad. That go daddy, that's my dad. And Coulter decided, let me put a tweet out, or X or whatever it's called when you do it. That's weird. Crispy, this guy named Crispy says, is this what you want for America? Listen, there's a point in time when you've got to put politics aside and put yourself as a human and say, you know what? If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say a goddamn thing. How about that? Keep your trap shut, okay? She later had to take down the tweet because she was getting roasted, as she should have, as well as Crispy, thus the name. Come on, people. Oh, hell no. Let's do better. Let's be better.
I love that, Jay.
That's stock sense.
I love that, bro. I love that. Appreciate that, man. That's the old fat old hell no, man. Hey, man, keep the kid's name out your mouth, bro.
Yeah.
Keep the kid's name out your mouth. But that's what punk asses do. That's what they do. They talk about. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they do. Let's get into it.
How we ended this thing?
With the top 5, bro.
It's time for the top 5. Who's in, who's out, what's in, what's out. Big Game Sports Buzz. Top 5.
That's right. Some people have a top 100. Some have a top 50. Some have a top 25. Some even punk out and have a top 10, but not here at Big Game Sports Buzz, hosted here on Big Game Sports and Entertainment Network, where sports and entertainment collide. No. Top 5. Who's in, who's out, what's in, what's out. This week, top 5 NFC wide receivers. Now, this is a tough one because we got some hitters here. We got some bangers in this one, I think.
I think I'm gonna surprise you, dog.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna surprise you because there's some names that didn't make this list that
Yeah.
it is what it is, bro.
You say that every week and then but you do surprise me. Let's go. Let's get it.
Without further ado, man. It's the Big Game Sports Buzz top 5 wide receivers of the NFC. So your boy Big Game had to do some digging and thinking, and here go my top 5. Number 5, Brandon Ayuk, right now in a contract dispute, wants his money from the San Francisco 49ers. A lot of people are going to say, Big Game, you're tripping. It's all about Debo. Debo does better with getting the ball in his hands on jet sweeps, on reverses. If you truly watch the game, Brandon Ayuk runs the route tree, has great hands, and is a damn good wide receiver. So for number 5, I got Brandon Ayuk. And this next one, my number 4, look no further than the pewter and red fire the cannons. My man, Mike Evans. Mike Evans has been one of the most consistent wide receivers with 9 years of 1,000 yards and damn near double-digit touchdowns. Holds it down, does what he's supposed to do. He has had some inadequate quarterbacks over his career and still made them look good. Mike Evans is number 4 for me. Number 3, a man that the Cowboys better figure out how to pay. CeeDee Lamb.
Sir.
Dude, Jerry, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you're thinking. And I will say this. I was a tough, harsh critic on CeeDee Lamb. I said CeeDee Lamb was overrated number 1, and he's really a number 2. But to watch the difference he made when he demanded the ball last year with the Cowboys, I tipped my hat to CeeDee Lamb, and I had to add him to this list. He's my number 3. Number 2 was a really tough one for me because I didn't know where this guy fit. But A.J. Brown with the Philadelphia Eagles, a big body, a game changer for the Eagles, somebody I feel like they need to get the ball to more, and they have so many weapons. It's hard for them to spread it out. But A.J. Brown is a physical specimen, and hands down, I think one of the best to do it in the NFC. And then number 1 to me, I think without a doubt, Minnesota Vikings, Justin Jefferson. Now, rookie quarterback gets hurt. Don't know who you're going to get to throw him the ball. Rumors and words have it right now that they should try to get Russell Wilson from Pittsburgh. Don't know if that will happen, but Justin Jefferson's play on the field, what he can do to me, I think he is the best receiver in the NFC. That's Big Game's top 5, man.
Hey, very, very, very nice, sir. I like it, man. I like it. Look, I just made a last minute switch. That's what I had to do. I looked at yours. I had to make a last minute switch, but it's all good. And this is how I'm going to do it. I'm actually going to put it in order. So let's go. I don't have graphics this week, okay? I don't have graphics. I don't have graphics. Just wait, Aaron. At number 5, DK Metcalf. Now look, I know what you're going to say, but to me, this guy is still that dude. Geno has done well with him. He's still a man. He's a man's man among men. That's that guy. Number 4, your dude, Mike Evans. I love Mike Evans. I think, again, he's just that type of receiver. He can get open. He's strong. He's had questionable quarterback play a lot throughout his career, but has still found ways to make it happen and to, even with the craziness of Brown that came in, man, he's been able to just stay consistent. And I love that word that you used. For me, number 3, Deebo Samuels. I understand he's kind of a switchblade, but the fact that he can catch the ball, get out where he needs to, and again, this is a 49er, so you already know that I'm really not liking putting, but I have to be real and honest about it. Deebo Samuels is an amazing receiver, and even though they put him and play him as a running back sometimes or a slot or receiver, just goes to the fact that how well and how good of a player he is. Number 2, Aaron, yes, sir. Amon St. Brown. He is that man, and he has proven it. He is not a fluke, and Detroit is not either. They are a formidable team, and I think if Amon St. Brown can stay healthy, this team can actually go pretty far. And, of course, that leaves only one left. Who do you think it's going to be? That's right. It's CeeDee Lamb. Let's not play. Let's not play with this. CeeDee Lamb has to be number 1 because he is the best receiver. He has look at his numbers. Again, they've been the number 1 passing team in the league for 3 years straight. I mean,
they throw the ball, bro. I mean, really, you got CeeDee. Now CeeDee's in my top 5. I ain't mad.
You got to catch it. You can throw the ball and not catch it. If you don't have good receivers,
you got Deebo Samuel on the list.
Yeah.
And then CeeDee Lamb and number 1, Justin Jefferson's not even on your list in the NFC.
Dude, who's throwing it to him?
You got DK Metcalf, the ball. Man, ability-wise, Justin Jefferson not better. Oh, so you saying if J.J. McCarthy, who you never seen playing in the NFL, was not hurt and going to be healthy, you was going to put Justin Jefferson on your list?
Probably at 5. Maybe at 5.
All right, man.
But the fact
I must have missed the assignment, bro. Go ahead, though.
No, you didn't. You didn't. I knew you were going to put Justin Jefferson there. And he was originally on my list, but then I had to go back and think about this thing and say, well, wait a minute. Who's going to be the top NFC receiver this season? It's not going to be Justin Jefferson because he doesn't have anyone to throw to him, right? Brandon Ayuk, we don't know where he's going to be. And the reality is that San Francisco can be that vindictive and say, you know what, we're just not going to throw it to you or not throw it to you as much. We'll use Deebo.
Not if they want to win. If San Francisco want to win, they better throw Brandon Ayuk the ball. They better get him signed, dog.
No, they'll throw it to Kittles.
They will throw
it to Kittles. They will throw it to Deebo. They will throw it to McCaffrey because he can also catch out of the backfield. I'm telling you,
but at the same time,
they don't need him.
Brandon Ayuk makes all those guys better because of what he does running his routes and getting open and drawing.
They don't need him. I'm telling you, they don't need him.
They don't think they need him. They need him.
They don't need him. He ain't a top 5.
I'm about to slap you.
He's not. Okay. He's not a top 5.
I ain't mad at you. That's your opinion. Okay. Roll the window down. I'll stay in the car.
Roll the window down. Look, like I said, Deebo to me is a better receiver in this iteration than Brandon Ayuk. That's not, and again, and I have to say this, Brandon Ayuk is a great receiver, but he is not a top 5 receiver. And I can't put Justin Jefferson there because we don't know the quarterback play. He's a great receiver if he has a good quarterback, but you put Justin Dobbs in there or Jason Dobbs, he's not. You put the other quarterbacks they had in there, he's not.
All right, he's man. I'm not really mad at your list. Nah, fuck that. Excuse me. I am mad that you don't have Justin Jefferson on your list. I don't see how you don't have, but at the same time, your reasoning, I understand. Okay, so I see your logic that he doesn't have a quarterback. You don't know who's going to throw him the ball. Still, that being said, that's a bad man.
I mean, look, it's and we talked about this in the AFC, but it's like Devontae Adams, right?
Devontae Adams was on my list.
He was on
I said I don't know who's gonna throw in the ball, but Devontae Adams is still on my list because I know what that dude can do with the ball in his hand.
But here's a question: is he going to make 1,000 yards receiving? Is he going to hit 900 yards receiving?
Yeah, he can.
With what?
I mean, you just asked me, is he going to? I said he can. Hey man, Garner Minshew coming in to do things in Las Vegas, man.
You need to stop. You know better than that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Just as much as Russell Wilson will in Pittsburgh.
Hey man, don't write Russ off here, man. He might be all right, though. Hey man, can you believe that his name came up that he should be traded to Minnesota?
Yes, I can. I absolutely can.
So, do you think Russ is done then, Jay Stocks? Do you honestly think that Russell Wilson is done? That he can't get back those days of what he did in Seattle early on?
He's watched. Hey, Aaron, Puka Nacua definitely was on my mind, and DJ Moore was definitely there as well.
Dog, Aaron, I have both of them right there.
Yeah.
I'm a DJ Moore fan, to where some people tell me I was crazy because I put Mike Evans on my list. Yeah, Mike Evans got a little special spot for me because he played with Tampa. But Mike Evans really is, out of everybody, even out of my AFC receivers that we gave a couple weeks ago, Mike Evans is one of the most consistent to get it done all the time. And I think he took balls from Jameis Winston and it wasn't Josh Freeman, the Fitzpatrick. I mean, Mike Williams has gone through some quarterback cycles that was
questionable
like,
quarterbacks.
Hell going to this man, but he's that guy.
He's been consistent.
Now Puka Nacua, I love the way he plays the game, and if Kupp can come back healthy with Nacua and Cooper Kupp with the Rams, they gonna make Stafford look decent. And I know Jay Stoggs don't want to hear me say nothing about Matt Stafford.
I mean, Pat Stafford is going to get what he's going to get. Puka Nacua, to me, is the redeeming grace of Pat Stafford. And even when Kupp did come back, Puka Nacua still was balling. So that's why I like him. Be consistent. Hey, if he does it again this year, let's put him on there. I'm okay with putting him on the top 5 in the NFC. I'm okay with that. DJ Moore. Yeah, if Caleb can stay upright.
See, that's the thing. If that line can protect Caleb Williams, who's been named day 1 starter now, DJ Moore is a game changer.
Yeah.
Point blank, period. I know that. Like, honestly, AJ Brown was high on my list. And I think that's because that year they made that Super Bowl run, he showed me what he can do if he gets the ball often. But like, AJ Brown is 2 because I see the moves that Philly's making, but he realistically easily could have gone down to 5 to off the list, and Ayuk definitely could have been off the list with 2 of those up with those other 2 guys. So I mean, trust me, that's why the top 5 is hard, because so easily you can get rid of some folk that's just like gagged out.
Yeah. And then we talk about DJ Moore, but you still have Keenan Allen that's there now.
Keenan Allen fat and can't run routes, dog. They talking bad about him right now this preseason, bro. You ain't heard all the rumblings in Chicago about Keenan Allen?
I've heard it, but here's what I see Keenan Allen as. And this is not a knock on him, but he could be the Mike Evans that, hey, look, you run a 9, you run an 8, right? I want you fade, go up, climb the ladder, get the ball. I don't need you to run crazy. I just need you to go be tall and get the ball. He can do that. And for Caleb Williams, who's a tall quarterback, right, and who scrambles, if you have a tall receiver, that's only going to help him.
Hey man, why was this dude holding Little Dirk's hand at practice in the picture the other day?
Look, man, that was something's going on.
I hope that shit was. I was like, please be Photoshop. Why?
Man, something's going on in the NFL, man. People slapping on booties. And
I'm done. I'm not gonna go there because I'm gonna get people mad at me, bro. I can't take it. Hey,
thank you for tuning in.
No booty games. No booty games. You know my saying, though.
Hey, we playing no booty games. Look, I'm Jay Soggs, Buff Nerd. Let's go.
Hey,
Thank
man,
you
it's
for
your boy.
tuning in.
Yeah, man. Shit.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, dog. No booty games, bro. This shit be pissing me off, man. I'm sorry, dog.
Let's,
Don't do that.
come on, let's do it.
Don't do that. Hey, man, it's your boy, the Buff Nerd. I'm your man, Big Game James. Thank y'all for tuning in to Big Game Sports Buzz. Please remember to like, subscribe. You can check us out on all our podcast platforms, Apple Music, Spotify. Catch us on our social media pages, TikTok, X, Facebook, and Instagram. So until next time, find a video to play for y'all.
Find the video.
Hey, man, it's gone. Oh, there it is. Peace.
Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype. It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view.